Hey everyone, welcome to Ellis Mowers. I'm going to give y'all a video. Y'all had good reception about this biggest freebie ever for me, is what I've been calling it. The Husqvarna. I'll give you a really quick overview of what it is. It's a Husqvarna 24 horsepower V-twin Briggs & Stratton with the 48-inch cut deck on it. Starts and runs. I haven't tried the PTO yet, but it should cut just fine. It was being used. The situation with it is that I got it. My realtor that helped me sell the house, or helped me buy my house, contacted me and said, I have a client about to list her house, about to move cross country. She needs this thing gone. And I said, I will get it. And this is what happened. It's here. The 3-bin bagger was included, and it also came with this 42-inch Brindley brand yard sweeper that, oddly enough, lists for like $329 at Lowe's. So that's a hot or good ticket item as well. Call it a bonus, right? Because I'm going to keep this lawnmower. This thing's in fantastic shape. It's just extremely dirty. Y'all are going to see it cleaned up here in just a second. Even got the nice little armrest on the seat here. So armrest, 3-bin bagger. This is the perfect lawnmower for me because I need this for the pine straw in the fall and all that good stuff. And if I have this on, the switch will show you that it has 61 hours on it, and it is 3 years old. It was manufactured in 2016, December 5th, right there. As you can also see, it's got a full tank of gas. That's what it came with when I got it, 12516. The model number is YTA 24V48. Which is probably yard tractor auto because it's got the pedal operated hydrostatic. 24V is V-twin 24 horsepower, 48-inch cut. Before y'all hear it run, this thing does have an oil leak, which is the main reason why I guess she just wanted it gone. And I thought it was originally from the valve cover gasket. The valve cover gasket obviously looks like it's a little bit caked in oil, but the main place it was leaking from is the oil filter. So I'm going to put an oil filter in it. Clean up the deck quite a bit because this deck is absolutely nasty everywhere on it. They mowed a lot of woods and stuff with it. I haven't checked the blade condition yet. I haven't even gotten the bagger off. I literally just pulled it inside. So I'm just going to perform an oil change on it before I blow this thing up. And let me check the air filter on it too, I guess, right? One gripe about these mowers here, these V-twins, is that these little air filter tabs are just horrible for braking. But there's only 2 tabs. Oh, and this one's got the cylindrical air filter on it too. Very dusty, as you can see, and dirty. So I will need to replace that. Which honestly, I might have one here. I think it's for a single cylinder, so it's not as big. But that will get replaced. I'll order one. It's just caked in dirt. So. And it probably will need some blades, or at least get them sharpened. Obviously just a basic service. It's not, I mean, it's in cuttable condition, but not kind of to my standards, so to speak. Needs to be a little bit nicer, or needs to have a little general service, that's all. As I mentioned, I'm going to keep the mower, because this is exactly what I want in a riding mower. I mean, down to a T, basically. Deck's a little bit bigger than I wanted, but I don't really want it bigger than a 46-inch, but I'm not going to gripe over 2 extra inches. of deck. And I don't even think, you see, they just look like they just ripped the tag off and started cutting with it too. Added oil as necessary as it leaked out the bottom here. But I'm just going to perform an oil change on this very quickly, as the oil filter is really the only place it's leaking out. I've got an oil filter here, got some oil, and I'm going to get to it here. So obviously it's going to be a little bit of a mess because of the way that this little oil filter thing is, but that's okay. It's going to get washed, and y'all will see that here in just a second. So right before I clean it here, I was kind of getting some crud out from under the deck. And I'll tell you one thing, Husqvarna made everything like so easy on this thing. It is pretty crazy. The deck belt tension for the PTO is just simply this little rod right here with a spring. Crazy. You'd think it would be more complicated than that, but it's not. And then for, I guess it's 3/8 or 10 mils, 2 3/8 get this cover off. Your spindles are greasable right here. And obviously I get some stuff around here. It's the same on the other side. So I'm going to take this plastic off, and I am going to take the 5 points, 1, 2, 3 in the front and 2 on the same side, or 2 in the same position on the other side. I'm going to take this deck off. I'm going to give this thing a very good cleaning because it needs it. This thing's been leaking oil for a long time. So I'm going to take those 5 points off, and I will see what ends up happening here cleaning wise. But y'all see here, I promise no more teases, but y'all see here right now. So I filmed the segment after this and just realized that I didn't let y'all hear it run. So as you can see, it's clean. I will reiterate that in the next clip. But I'll show you that it runs and that it cuts here. And then I'll give you a wrap and what I think about it. Runs perfectly, just like any 3-year-old lawnmower should. Idles down exactly the way it needs to. PTO works great. Deck works great. I seem to reiterate this because it's like it's like a treat whenever the simple things work. Whenever I get lawnmowers, and when something like this shows up, everything works. Again, 61 hours, so this thing ain't even broke in, honestly. So I'm gonna pull it into my shed back there. I'll give y'all a wrap here. Alrighty, y'all, I'll give you a look at it all cleaned up here. I am really excited, really happy with this thing, and this will be in the stable for a very long time. This is, like I've mentioned many times, exactly the lawnmower that I've been looking for. I ain't even been looking for it, it found me. Because I was cutting with my little snapper 28 inch, and you know, it worked fine for what it was. We got about a ½ acre here, a lot of turns and stuff, so it's nice for that. But this right here will make it so much faster for me. I'll give y'all a ride here in a minute. But the thing cleaned up, it almost looks like new, honestly. I am ecstatic about it. Obviously, I got a little bit of crack on the headlights, and there's a little bit of damage right here from where it was rubbed up against something. But that was it. That's really it. Gave it a nice wash. Looks awesome. Topped off the air in the tires. They probably hadn't even been aired up since it was new. I do have to grease the fittings. That's the only thing that's left. But these have greasable spindles, greasable front axle. So quite a few grease points you don't really find on many riding mowers these days. And I've mentioned to a lot of people, if you go buy a new riding mower, go buy one of these. You won't regret it. I know there's one weak point, and I wish this mower was maybe just a tinge older, because I have one, and you'll see it in the video queue. It's a 46-inch, but it's got the true hydrostatic transmission in it. I don't think this is a true hydro. I think it's a different style hydrostatic, or a different style automatic transmission, so to speak. So if anybody wants to chime in on that, again, the mower was a 2016, very late 2016 model, so probably for the 2017 season. It was really easy to take off the deck. The only additional thing that I forgot was this clip right here that holds on the deck. That's really the only one I forgot to tell y'all about. All the others are where it is. Got all this oil washed off of it, and it looks so much better. So much better. The thing looks like a new lawnmower, honestly. You can see it's been used a little bit because it's got a little bit of dirt here still, here and there. When I cranked it up, a little bit of the dirt was in there. This was used in an environment that had a lot of red clay and dust and stuff like that, so it got pretty dusty. Again, I've got to put an air filter on it still, but apart from that, this thing is ready to cut some grass. I am excited to use it. I am very thankful to my realtor for reaching out to me, as well as the individual that ended up giving it to me. This does not happen at all. So, like I said, very thankful. Got the bagger attachment. It's sitting over there drying out. And I'm going to sell the little Brindley 42-inch lawn sweeper. Hopefully we'll get $150 to $200 out of it. And I'll actually, it's like getting paid to take a riding mower after I sell that. It's like I have negative $100 in it, $150 in it. It's crazy. So I know a lot of y'all were very interested in this lawnmower. I would say they still make a variant of this. However, if I remember correctly, Husqvarna sold out to a Chinese company in 2019. So I think all the ones made in 2020 are from China. Don't quote me on it, but there's a bunch of articles out there supporting that. You don't really see a lot of them out there anymore. So this is one of the later ones. If you can find you an 18 or 19 in good shape, then go for it, you know, or 16, even older than that. These Husqvarnas are pretty good. So again, this is a Lowe's one, but I don't really care. It doesn't have the doesn't have the welded deck on it. It's just got the stamped deck, but it says 10-year limited warranty on the deck. It's steel reinforced, so I doubt that I'll ever have deck problems on this. I'll quit talking. What do y'all think of Husqvarna lawnmowers? They look a lot like the John Deere variants as well, like a D. This all looks a lot like a D140 or an E140 mower as well. So I don't know if they're making them also. Anyways, I'll stop talking. I just know y'all really had positive reception about this lawnmower. And if you're watching this and you're trying to get into the business, this stuff does happen. It takes a long time though, because I've been in it since 2012, 2013. This is by far the biggest free item I have ever gotten by hundreds of dollars in value. And also, like I said, it doesn't come around often. So don't expect this to be the norm by any means. But, and I'm not bragging about it either, this thing found me, so I'm very thankful to the people who allowed me to get it. And this will be used by me for a long time. Treating myself here. But if I, just for kicks, if I were to sell this, I would sell it probably, gosh, with the bagger attachment, $1,500 maybe? That sounds kind of crazy, but maybe more like 12 to 13, roughly. Again, I'm not sure. Tell me what you'd sell it for. I'm curious to know. Especially those guys up in Long Island, Fearless, JDW, Pate's Performance, Mondo Mowers, Henry, Mowers and Blowers. Let me know what you sell it for up there. I think it's about a $1,300 mower down here the way that it is. Give or take maybe 100 or 200. So I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all will definitely see this in future videos hanging out in the garage or in the shed as I work on more mowers, which will be coming up here Wednesdays and Sundays 8 o'clock. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.